Hey everyone, today I wanted to go over some new perfumes that are being released either this year or just recently got released, and yeah, and just discuss my feelings about them. I'm not going to discuss all the new releases because that would be just too much, and honestly I just want to talk about the ones that I'm interested in. So if you like my kind of taste in perfumes, you might be interested in these too. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. It should be fun. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Charlotte. If you're new here, I do videos on fragrance and beauty. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here with me today. So before I get into this, I am not necessarily going to be like buying these or like all of them or any of that, but I am starting to feel differently about niche fragrances in that I do want to invest in the right ones, if that makes sense. So like up until now, I've really enjoyed blind buying, and it's part of the hobby for me, it's part of the fun. But I think at this point, I'm really excited to try decants of niche fragrances. I don't mean that I'm not going to talk about designer and more affordable or cheap perfumes. I just mean I want to also get into niche, and to do that with my budget, it needs to be samples and decants, at least for now. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And so yeah, you know, who knows, maybe I will try some of these at some point. And I'm not going to put these in any particular order because basically these are all the ones that I'm interested in. Okay, so first we have a new fragrance by Vince Camuto, and it's called Illuminare Intensa, I think. And this, first of all, the bottle is very original and kind of whimsical and pretty. I think it's cute. I like it. Interesting, especially like a departure from other Vince Camutos. Like I have some, wait, actually I only have one, but I think Vince Camuto has a few bottles that look like this. This is actually really pretty though. It's very cute. It's just like a little 1 ounce bottle. I think it's really cute. So this one says it's a nighttime fragrant composition that expresses elegance through a sensual blend of dark, juicy fruit and spices. The velvety shades of plum blossom, black currant, and midnight orchid give a signature scent, while sandalwood and creamy musk wrap the base with vanilla. Okay, well, first of all, you tell me that the base has creamy musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. I'm already interested. You've won me over. You've won me over. Like whatever you're putting in the heart and the top, that's gonna be like the interesting part of the fragrance, you know? But like that base, winning base for me. Like you just cannot go wrong with that. Anyway, so to be more specific, the top you have lemon, pink pepper, black currant, damson, plum. I don't know. I'm not a plum enthusiast. I'm like moderate on the plum. I know it's supposed to be like one of the sexiest fruits in fragrance, and I imagine that's why it's in a lot of like night sexy fragrances. But I'm kind of like meh on plum. It's okay. Heart, plum blossom, rose, iris, so there should be some powderiness there, and midnight orchid. And at the base we have the sandalwood, amber, vanilla, and musk. That sounds like the best base ever. Okay, so moving on, we have by the ARMANI PRIVÉ line, which I don't own anything from that line, but I am hoping, that's where things have changed, you know. I am hoping to get some decants in the next coming months to test out and share with you. So that's exciting. The composition, okay, so wait, it's called Sable Nuit. The bottle is absolutely beautiful, exquisite, a work of art. All of the bottles from this line are. This one's just beautiful, like I don't know how anyone could not like it. Black with the golds, it's just beautiful. The composition is created by perfumer Nicolas Beaulieu. Fresh top notes of pink pepper. I'm not a big fan of pink pepper, I've come to realize. Olibanum mix, which, yeah, okay, with the warmth of benzoin and amber. Woody accords form the magnetic heart of the perfume with smoky, metallic, and mysterious frankincense in the base, as well as ambroxan and vanilla. That sounds so good. So good. So at the top we have olibanum, or olibanum. I know that's kind of like a, I think it's like a resinous thing. Could be wrong. A resin or like a musk. I think it's, I'm sure I'm wrong. I'm gonna give you some truth right over here. Okay. At the heart, or yeah, and pink pepper. In the heart we have benzoin, labdanum, cedar, and patchouli. What? So you got the benzoin, which is going to add that kind of smoky sort of feeling to it, or just very resinous. The labdanum is going to have that soft, leathery, sweet sort of nuance. And then you have the cedar and the patchouli, which could add some, like, could add some sharpness, some, and that cedar, you know, depending on how strong it is, can be a little bit more masculine. The patchouli, you know, could go a lot of ways. And then at the base we have ambroxan, vanilla, and olibanum again, or olibanum, like aluminum, olibanum. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna look it up for a second. Olibanum. Oh, right away I see olibanum scent, olibanum oil for hair. Yes, there you go. It's a resinous oil from the trees of the Boswellia genus. Oh, and the oil from these trees is also called frankincense oil. Okay, so olibanum or olibanum is what frankincense is derived from. Okay, wow. Okay, that's such a powerhouse of a fragrance. I really am interested and intrigued about that one. Okay, next up we have, which is going to obviously be a very huge release in the fragrance world, and that is, I don't know if it was already released, it might have already been released, and that is Love Extreme by KILIAN. Is it Love Extreme? Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. And this, I've never smelt Love Don't Be Shy. What have I smelt? I'm pretty sure I've smelt fragrances that have been considered dupes. It is, of course, the Rihanna perfume. I don't know, it's just everyone associates it to Rihanna now. Though I'm sure it's just like she has lots of perfumes and she just wore it that night or something. I don't know. But at the top we have Neroli Bergamot. In the heart we have Orange Blossom Bulgarian Rose. And in the base we have marshmallow, pomegranate, vanilla, and musk. So this sounds nice. According to house founder Killian Hennessy, the iconic Love, a gourmet treat reserved for adults, has been pushed to its extreme in the new release with a crystalline floral note. The narcotic floral fragrance contains notes of neroli, orange blossom, rose, and marshmallow accord. I wonder what the marshmallow accord is actually made of. Like what notes were actually used to make that accord. So yeah, am I interested? Yes. I'm the kind of person who I'm like, okay, well, I was interested in Love Don't Be Shy, but now that there's an extreme version, I'm like ready to just jump ahead to the extreme version, if you know what I mean. So we'll see. I'm sure there will be tons of reviews on it. Next up, I'm really excited about this, and it's cool because I haven't been excited about this house for a really long time through no fault of their own or anything. They just have not been on my radar, and I think this looks really good. So this is a new fragrance coming out in 2021 by Narciso Rodriguez, and this is Musc Noir for her. And here the opening we have plum, the middle we have heliotrope and musk heart, and the base note we have suede. And it sounds kind of like simple, but it's supposed to be, I just think oh, what is it again? I'm pretty sure there's like, I don't know, there's something. Oh, yes, yes, yes. When I was looking up the accords, this is what won me over. Wait, because the notes look basic in terms of, like, they look very reminiscent of all his other perfumes, and they're great. But this one is different because, yeah, in the accords it has sweet vanilla almond, and yeah, I think this looks like it's going to be an amazing, obviously musk-based fragrance like Narciso Rodriguez is known for, but bringing in those really rich, warm, powdery from the heliotrope, I imagine, and the suede, I guess they'd lend a sort of more creamy, nutty, almondy sort of facet that I'm really interested in. I'm really intrigued. So yeah, I'm really interested in that one. I think it's about to be coming out, or it's already come out, I don't know. Next up we have from the house of Tom Ford, and this one, the bottle, again, super beautiful, work of art, yeah, beautiful. And it's called Tubéreuse, yeah, Tubéreuse Nuit, and I'm pretty sure that there's like a real trend right now in, there's a few trends in the fragrance world right now, but tuberose is one of them. So everyone's coming out with like a tuberose perfume. This one is Tubéreuse Nuit, evokes the night blooming of tuberose, its petals merging with a subtle suede accord, again with the suede, a soft veil of musk and timid pepper. The inspiration for the perfume is the deep sensuality under the veil of night. So at the top we have Szechuan pepper, jasmine, and lily. In the heart we have tuberose absolute, cocoa, styrax, benzoin. Oh, looks so good. And in the base we have suede, musk, oud, and tonka. This looks amazing, and yeah. Okay, you know, I'm not gonna get my hands on that anytime soon, but it looks really, really promising, looks really good, and I look forward to watching and reading some reviews on that one. So next up we have from the house of Valentino, from their whole Born in Roma collection. It's a new flanker, Yellow Dream, but actually with this new release I was more interested in the for male fragrance. I'm not really interested in the female one, which is a like a fresh floral, I think, but the men's one is a oriental spicy, and that one has Italian mandarin and pineapple at the top, and it has spices, ginger, and gingerbread in the heart, and it has vanilla and cedar in the base, and it just looks like a lot more like my kind of fragrance. And I found I really like pineapple as a citrus note. Like, I much prefer, this has orange in it, it's fine. There's like bergamot and orange are like in the top citrus of so many perfumes. It just feels like, you know, I expect it just as much as I expect musk or vanilla in a base. But pineapple, when it's done well, just rounds out a really rich fragrance, and it's like the rich fruit, and it is, it's a lot more caloric than an orange, you know what I mean? And so yeah, it's just so good with anything that's creamy and rich. That pineapple, so good. So I think that that pineapple with the like the gingerbread and the vanilla could be really good. So, and of course the bottle, Valentino does not make any ugly bottles to my knowledge. All their bottles are works of art. Check out this one here that's actually going to be for another video, so you'll hear about it, but like, it's just so cool. I love this. It's beautiful. Next up we have a fragrance by Michael Kors, and this one's called Gorgeous, and this is again a very simple seeming perfume in that there's only 3 main like notes, but it sounds like it's gonna be really, it sounds like it would be a really interesting and appealing combination to me. So at the top is a floral bouquet, just says floral bouquet, so you know, floral notes. Heart, we have a tobacco accord, and in the base we have woods. So very simple. It could go, you know, like it could be redundant, it could be overdone, or it could be really nuanced and new and different and really nice. So it's hard to tell just like this, you know? So I look forward to hearing more about it. The bottle is cute. It's not that special, but it's not ugly. And you know, there are some ugly bottles out there. So like, yeah, it's understated. It's okay. Like the what do you call it? The cap. What do you call it? The cap looks a little bit cheap from the picture I have here, but that could just be the picture. And actually it kind of looks like, oh, it actually looks like there's some interesting sort of dent with the glass I hadn't noticed on the side. So it could actually be really interesting kind of bottle. So maybe that says a lot about the perfume, you know, that it looks to be like a simple, like overdone, we've seen it before kind of perfume, but really it has a little edge. Who knows? Maybe that's what it is. So I'm very intrigued. Next up, this is getting long, huh? This is another by the House of Armani, and this is a men's perfume again, and this is Stronger With You Absolutely. And so I haven't smelled the other ones, but I find Armani fragrances tend to be, they're definitely usually crowd pleasers. First of all, there's nothing like, and I'm not talking about their PRIVÉ line, because the PRIVÉ line, I don't know anything really about it. I don't have enough experience with it. I have none. Come on, Charlotte. You have no experience with the PRIVÉ line. Not yet. You wish. Just a little bit. So my point is that Armani fragrances tend to be, they're not experimental. Like, they're not going to go and try something crazy or release something out of left field. They're pretty safe. That said, this looks like one of their better creations. So when Armani is good, it's really good, really solid. Armani Lay, Armani Code Cashmere was really good. Yeah, some other ones too. But when they're good, they're really good. So yeah, so this is an Oriental Eau de Parfum that relies on a classic fougère composition, expanded with fruity floral elements and a subdued woody base. The composition begins with aromacord mixed with sparkling bergamot and resinous elemi in the top. The heart is dominated by a diva lavender from southern France. A diva lavender. I have never heard of that. Okay, so the heart is dominated by a diva lavender from southern France. Divana joins in and gives the fragrance depth and a special sweet note. I don't know what Divana is. Let me look it up. What's Divana? It looks like a weed. All the best ones look like weed, right? Oh, it's Artemisia. Isn't it? It's an aromatic herb. Oh my god, yes. In genus of small herbs or shrubs. Okay, yeah, it's like Artemisia. Anyway, Divana joins in and gives the fragrance depth and a special sweet note. Some earthy and spicy components are rounded off by Madagascar, vanilla, and patchouli. So at the top we have bergamot, rum, and elemi. In the heart we have lavender, but we know it's that diva lavender, and the Divana. And in the base we have glazed chestnut, cedar, vanilla, and patchouli. It sounds wonderful, and I'm really worried now that the sun's going down that my lighting is going to get worse and worse. Let's try to make this work. I hope this is going to be okay. Next up we have a perfume by the House of l'Artisan Parfumeur, and I have a couple from them that I really like. And this is, unlike Armani, a very experimental, avant-garde sort of house, and they're known for creating perfumes that make a statement and that have personality and that push boundaries that not everyone loves, and yeah, not necessarily always the most crowd-pleasing, but always interesting, and some masterpieces, I would say. So anyway, here we have Passage d'Enfer Extrême, and I looked up Passage d'Enfer, the original, so this is a flanker of it, and I think the Extrême looks a lot more interesting. So I'm not gonna even talk about the original one. The composition is described as more floral and natural. Transparent red lily looms beneath the balsamic smoke of incense from the olibanum. There with the olibanum again. Olibanum incense. So now we know that all those words are kind of like, I don't know if they are supposed to be, but they are being used interchangeably all over here, over Fragrantica, and yeah. So with creamy sandalwood, the base becomes softer and more mysterious. That sounds like heaven. So notes: red lily, jasmine, incense, sandalwood, and vanilla absolute. Yes, please. Yes, I want it. Definitely. I will wait till it goes on the discount sites, but definitely want to try that at some point. Then next we have, I have a lot of perfumes though, I hope you don't mind. Next we have by the house of Louis Vuitton, and I did not even know that they made perfumes. Maybe this is new, I don't know. This is Étoile Filante. It reminds me of the Bottega Veneta bottle, which I don't have, but it reminds me of the bottle. And this one is a osmanthus perfume with, it's a strawberry osmanthus perfume. And I don't love strawberry. Like I really like raspberry, I've noticed, but I don't always love strawberry. And so it could go a lot of ways, but it does sound very interesting. So the natural fruity accents of apricot and cassis that osmanthus possesses give this fragrance a unique delicacy that evokes the soft skin of a peach. A dose of jasmine from Grasse obtained through CO2 extraction and magnolia from China emphasize the floral character of the composition, while the velvety aspect is enhanced by light notes of sun-drenched strawberries. Sun-drenched strawberries. Okay, so at the top we have strawberry, at the heart we have osmanthus, magnolia, jasmine, and in the base we have white musk. It sounds a little bit to me like something that could be reminiscent of Burberry Her. Just because, well, Burberry Her has that really, really prominent strawberry at the top, of course. But the rest of the fragrance is really sweet and musky, and that's kind of sweet, creamy, and musky, and that's kind of what you have here. You have the osmanthus, the white musk, and the jasmine, the magnolia. The osmanthus could go, yeah, it sounds really interesting. It sounds like it could be really good. It could fall flat, but it could also be really good. So, you know, gonna have to wait. There's not enough light in here, is there? Wait, maybe that's too much. I hate it when this happens with the lighting. Please forgive me. Next up we have by the house of ZADIG and VOLTAIRE, and this is one that I will absolutely try to buy as soon as possible. But it's like, I even saw a couple comments on Fragrantica, like people are like, I need to know where this is. Where can I buy this? I need this now. Where is it? Because we can't find it. Because it's true, it's not released here yet. I think it's only released in Europe. And this is called the ZADIG. Okay, and so this bottle is similar to the other bottles, but it's clear and it has all this writing on it. And this one says, on the bottle it says, the ZADIG tribe, no generation, live, love, rock, freedom. ZADIG and VOLTAIRE, this is us, sent for all, never mind, forever young, happy together. So notes of sandalwood, patchouli, vanilla, and musk. And if that sounds like very basic, but if you're familiar with the ZADIG and VOLTAIRE, especially This Is Her, you know that sandalwood they have and everything, it's just very intoxicating and lovely, and I definitely want this. Next up, we also have a perfume that I haven't heard of anywhere, and like I don't know where to find it either, and it's brand new, and this one I want almost even more than that one, and that is This Is Me by ZADIG and VOLTAIRE. And it says for women and men, but the writing on this one says, new in the tribe, je m'en fous, happy kids. ZADIG and VOLTAIRE, This Is Me, sent for kids, boys and girls, forever young, mini ZADIG. So I don't know if it's like actually for kids or if it's just like the child in you kind of thing, you know? And anyway, this one has like the best profile. The main accords are vanilla, lactonic, vanilla and then lactonic. Usually lactonic is like way down, and I just want it to be like way at the top. And lactonic, and it's coming from ZADIG and VOLTAIRE. I'm like, I need it. Vanilla, lactonic, powdery, woody, musky, amber, sweet. And this one has top notes of vanilla and milk. And I love notes of milk. Like, that's won me over. Middle note cashmere and base note sandalwood. To me, this is probably going to be, it could be like my favorite. I don't know, but it just sounds like heaven to me. And I'm almost finished. I promise. Next up, we have a celebrity scent that actually looks really interesting, and it's by Jessica Simpson. I don't have any of the Jessica Simpson fragrances. I know that Fancy and all the derivatives and flankers are really popular and well liked in the community. This one is called Fiend, and the bottle is the tackiest, gaudiest thing I've ever seen, but it sounds so good. So it says, Fiend is described as a sexy aroma that is uniquely yours and as a comfortable, cozy, and sultry musk scent imbued with notes of amber and woods, with the top of the composition consisting of smoked sage, yes, tiger lily, and velvety iris. I love that. That just sounds so good. And it's always exciting to see like a new affordable or celebrity scent come out that's like exciting sounding. I think sometimes we underestimate celebrity scents in that, I don't know, sometimes I feel like sometimes they do these interesting things that are like, I feel like maybe our bigger houses where there's more prestige like are maybe afraid to do. I don't know. I'm not saying that celebrity scents are the best scents in the world. I'm just saying that I feel like sometimes they deviate from the script of what the fragrance recipe is supposed to be according to, you know, tradition and all, in little ways that, you know, they don't always work, but they play around a little bit sometimes, and I think that's kind of cool. So this one looks really interesting, and I think it might be really good. So yeah, and finally, lastly, there's a new MONTALE fragrance coming out too, and this one is called Dark Vanilla. It says it contains oriental spices on top, a leather accord, woods such as sandalwood and patchouli, and oriental aromas of oud, amber, and vanilla. And so yeah, top note oriental spices, heart, sandalwood, black leather, Cambodian oud, leaves of patchouli, and in the base we have precious vanilla pods and intense amber. And I don't know, this looks like something I would want to try, but there's a lot of MONTALEs I want to try, and I haven't tried MONTALE yet. You know, I kind of like started with Mancera and I haven't gotten to MONTALE yet, so I am interested in hearing the reviews when they start coming out, and I will definitely be keeping an ear out and an eye out on this one. I can't believe I was going to forget. Two, actually, I forgot to mention the Olympéa flanker that I think is coming out. It has this like beautiful, I can't find it anywhere for some reason now online, but it has like a beautiful like flowery sort of vine thing going around it on the same bottle that we all know. And so that looks interesting. It doesn't look particularly interesting, but because it's Olympéa, I'm interested, if you know what I mean. And the other one that I didn't mention, hello, why are you not focusing? Okay, and the other fragrance I didn't mention, I don't know how I could have forgotten, is Scandale, Le Parfum Intense by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And this looks so good. I think it's just that it's darker and it has tonka in it, if I remember correctly. And it looks amazing. Of course, I'm interested. I have La Belle. It's wonderful. Yeah. If I had not gotten La Belle already, I probably would have wanted to just jump to the Intense version. Anyway, that's another one that I'm pretty sure is only in Europe right now, and we don't have access to it yet. Arlene from Delicious Delights did a review of it already, and she really likes it. I'll leave a link down below if you want to go see that. I love her channel. I just coughed a lot. Yeah, Arlene from Delicious Delights, great channel. I love her. Fellow Canadian living abroad. If you don't already, you probably do already know her if you're into fragrance, but check her out. Okay, that's it. I forgot that. Bye. So that's it for today. I hope you really enjoyed that. If you did enjoy, I hope that you will like this video and please subscribe to my channel and make sure that you ring the notification bell so you make sure you don't miss any new videos. I do upload 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time to be specific. And let me know down in the comments below what fragrances you're looking forward to, and if there's any in the ones that I described that you think sound good or that you have any kind of additional thoughts about. I'd love to hear them down in the comments below. And yeah, until next time, take care of yourself and I'll see you very soon. Bye.